You may have seen videos of the famous marshmallow test that they did at an American university in the early 70s. A child sits at a table with a single marshmallow in front of them, and the adult tells them that they have a choice. They can either eat the marshmallow, but if they wait for 15 minutes without eating it, they'll be given a second marshmallow and they can eat them both. The adult leaves the room and you see the agony of these children one by one as they try desperately not to eat the marshmallow. You see them staring intently at it, looking up at the ceiling, pretending it's not really there, touching it, picking it up, sniffing it, taking the tiniest nibble from the corner, pretending they're not eating, or just giving up and gulping down the whole lot. It's about self-control and desire, and the experiment was trying to learn what these things say about the human heart. Sometimes desire is uncomplicated. We want food, friendship, freedom, love. We want the things right in front of us. We want the things that we don't have. If you've been fired, you want a new job. If you've lost your keys, you want to find them. If you're practicing for your driving test, you hope that you will pass the first time. But sometimes it's clear that we're searching for something more. The Greek philosopher Aristotle said that we're all searching for happiness, even if we can't agree on where to find it. Now that might sound a bit superficial. Go to Piccadilly Circus in central London and you see those huge digital adverts like giant TV screens. And the main one in the centre, there's an enormous bottle of Coca-Cola with the words "Open Happiness" floating above it. Cross the road, go into McDonald's, and you buy your children a Happy Meal in the hope that it will make them, well, happy. But Aristotle meant something deeper than a chicken McNugget or a bottle of Coke. He believed that true happiness lies in a life that has meaning and purpose. It's to do with the way I live. It's to do with the person I am, and not just with the things I have. How do you know what's really important to you? Well, a simple way is just to look in your diary and then in your wallet. What have you spent your time and your money on in the last week or two? It tells you a lot about your priorities and what you think is the meaning of your life. I did an experiment with a group of students once. I said to them, if you knew the world was going to end in 1 hour, what would you do? Now, I was half joking, but I was also being a little bit serious. The first one said, I'd ring my mum. The next one said, I'd pray. Another one, the cheeky one on the back row, said, I'd go to the pub and get smashed. And another one, obviously with James Bond fantasies, said, I'd steal a helicopter and fly into the sunset. What are we looking for? What is happiness? Well, I don't think there's a simple answer. And maybe if we try too hard looking for it, it'll just disappear. The writer Edith Wharton said, if we could only stop trying to be happy, maybe we could have a pretty good time. But imagine if you only had 1 hour left, or 1 week. What would you do? Who would you call? Where would you go? And when you get your answer, it's worth asking one more question. Is that it? Or is there something more?